Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Cigars and Ash audio production. Today we're smoking on my father's Bijou
Le Bijou 1922.
Le Bijou 1922 anniversary edition.
What you said, El Bicho? What?
And
El Bijou.
with us today in
Oh, El Bicho.
quarantine is LocoLu.
Yeah, my ass
He
is in
said
quarantine.
so
I got
so
COVID.
crazy he got COVID.
No, I knew it was gonna happen. It's the second time it happens.
He was at an
Somebody
Ozzy
in the house
concert.
has it. I wish I was at an Ozzy concert.
You were
man.
at an Ozzy concert and you went ahead
biting
and
bats.
he was like, I don't do that anymore.
Listen, biting the heads over bats was a regular thing, man. Don't hate on it. Shit.
I'm not hating on it. He's a
Hey.
legend.
Yeah. Haters.
I'm not hating, but I'm not the one at home coughing up a lung
I'm not coughing up a lung right now. Just don't make me laugh.
right now.
Yeah, I'm not coughing up a lung. Right now, I'm playing Destiny 2 while you guys are having that delicious cigar.
That's right. Tell us about the cigar, Joe.
And the pull is pretty good so far.
So I don't know what the description was for this cigar. It's a torpedo cut, torpedo wrap, I should say. So we used a V cut today for our cigar.
Or you could have gone with a dick cut,
We could have gone with
which was the slanted cut.
the slanted cut. That's right.
That way your tongue gets all the flavor.
We could have circumcised it, but we didn't.
Okay, so the cigar is just a nice little blended cigar. Oh, I almost burned the mic.
See what happens when I'm not there?
Yeah,
No
no,
supervision.
everything falls apart.
No supervision. You need
No
a bunch
supervision.
of big kids.
Yeah, I know.
Bunch of big kids.
We need Daddy Lou. Daddy Lou.
I ain't saving your ass this stuff.
Well, I mean, the cigar has a nice earthy tone to it.
So a beautiful wrapper. The label itself very ornate. My father's, if you haven't smoked them before, mid to upper class. This is about a $15 cigar, right?
It's just about.
Something like that.
Yeah. So on average for most lounge brands that people sell, it's a known brand and it's quite popular.
It's a Nicaraguan.
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 It's Nicaraguan binder and filler.
Oh shit. All right. So which one is this one on the color wrap? Is it the maroon one? Is it the blue one? Oh, what color was the wrap? You know how it has the wrap at the end of the cigar?
On the very edge, it was the orange wrap.
It was the orange wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, it has an
I
orange
haven't
band
had that
on
one
it,
yet.
yeah. You had the
that's
blue
the
one,
I
I
haven't
believe,
had.
which was
The blue one I've had.
La
Yeah.
Promesa. I think it was that you had.
Yeah.
There's also the Gran Judge, is it?
Grand Judge.
I think so. I think you had that one as well. That's the thicker one, the big,
That's what she said.
the big thick one.
The thick.
That's
Thick.
exactly what she said. Big thick one.
So it's a pretty good cigar.
So far, so
Not in my normal rotation. Everyone knows from last recording that I'm a Oliva guy, but it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, this one's. Excuse me. This one's my pick.
What?
This one's my pick.
Damn virgin lung
cigars.
over here.
The black lung pop.
And I'm the one with COVID. Yeah, and I'm
Man,
the one
that's-
with COVID.
sounds
That's
like-
funny.
Sounds like a you problem, not a my.
Yeah,
problem.
but you're the one coughing out a lung.
So, today's news. Any collecting news? What's going on in the collecting world?
The collecting world, collecting news.
The collecting world.
Oh, okay.
Besides,
The popcorn bucket that just came
the
out.
popcorn bucket. If you haven't been up on the news as far as movies and collectibles, Mr. Ryan Reynolds, released on his Instagram a very seductive and alluring promo for the Wolverine popcorn bucket.
I think it's gonna rival the Doom bucket.
It's definitely gonna, the Doom bucket looked
Depends on the feel of the tongue.
the Dune bucket looked a little too prickly for me. That may have been a little painful. It was unintentional, so I'm sure there's some.
You never know. Some people like the nice feel, like just
some
scraping of the skin.
Some adventurous entrepreneurial people out there that may have taken it to the unintended consequences.
Yeah, but the video he put down, there's butter dripping all over Wolverine.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
They zoom in on the tongue, and then his popcorn just falling in his mouth.
That's freaking hilarious.
So the popcorn bucket is Wolverine's face.
Yes.
And he has his mouth open.
Very wide open.
Very, very wide open, yes.
Like, to the obscene amount. It's like you could fit like a rolled up newspaper
Dang.
into Wolverine's mouth.
It's for the big boys.
If you're girthy,
if your hand is really girthy, it fits right in perfectly.
If you
won't get stuck.
Big fat knuckle, handful of popcorn, you can get right in there.
Get right in there.
Get right in there. Yeah.
And if you need a little help, a little extra butter will help.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why they showed it dripping all over him.
Yeah. So for those popcorn lovers out there, go and get yourself a handful of Orville Rettenbacher and go to town.
Yeah, I haven't seen the popcorn bucket, but I know it's going to be funny as hell.
Look up the video.
Just to see.
You have to look up
just
the video.
to see, it's going to be funny. But in regards to collecting news, Hot Toys had dropped the trilogy Batman Armory, which has the Bruce Wayne figure in his tuxedo type suit and Batman himself. So the problem with this is they had just released Armory Batman, but this one is the acrylic version where he's inside the Batcave and it's the waterfall in the background, and he's also comes with the same exact items. The only thing that will be different is the Batman itself, because they upgraded the sculpt, the body proportions, the armor plates, and the Bruce Wayne figure that comes with that is power pose. And for anyone who doesn't know what a power pose is, it's basically a statuesque figure. It's basically Bruce Wayne with his arms crossed with a black shirt and shorts. So like that's what they were offering. So they technically shot themselves in the foot by giving us a fully articulated body with a suit, which a lot of people were asking for when this item first came out.
So which Batman is this?
This is the Nolan trilogy.
Okay.
Batman.
All right.
So this is the Nolan trilogy Batman. So whenever we talk about the Armory, it's always Nolan, because anything that involves the Armory for anyone else, you didn't see so much of it with Batfleck. You didn't see so much of it with 89 Batman, or moving forward past that, when you had this dude from ER and whoever else that played him.
George Clooney?
So George Clooney, thank you.
Yeah, who will remain not be mentioned. Furthermore, will not be mentioned. The reason why I ask is because when I think of the Armory, also I think of Arkham, the video games. There was a lot of renditions of that. But if it's the Nolan trilogy, I may have to break the seal on this and become a collector because I don't have any Hot Toys, but the Nolan trilogy is definitely worth getting.
Yeah, especially with the recent release, which was about 6 months out. Yeah, I know. Sirens. But
I'm holding my laughter while you guys are talking because of that. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're in the Bronx, baby. That's how it works. Well, necessarily, y'all guys in the Bronx. I'm in New York, so I'm just, phoning in. So, as we were previously speaking about, this whole collecting thing, it's going crazy. A lot of 2.0s, 1.5s, and reissues of certain items has certain collectors in a frenzy where they don't know if they should move forward in collecting or go anywhere else in collecting just because it's becoming a little overwhelming and
Hmm.
people are getting rid of prior collections for like dirt cheap. Right now, the craze is that because that's the newest news for Hot Toy shooting himself in the foot, and then the recent waitlist uh, post up for Mace Windu and Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I missed out on both. And these are the Clone Wars version.
Okay.
So they have the trooper armor, so to speak. And it's been crazy. We had what was it? The site Hot Toys exclusives pop up. I got every exclusives, but I didn't get the regular release ones because I knew we was gonna get hit with exclusives. But the regular release are costing just as much as the exclusives in the aftermarket because people are being a little greedy. Now, if anybody knows the sneaker game or any other thing in regards to collecting, people get very frantic with their stuff and they want it now, and they can't wait. But there's certain things I just won't pay that penalty for.
So we talked a little about this about the flip, and the second and the third party market. Not really third party, but what we call tertiary sellers. So you got the original retail seller, you got the second market seller, which is collector to collector, and then
Yep,
then it changes hands to the third person, and they're trying to sell it. Um, do
yep.
you do you think that there's gonna be a large, like, each time it changes hands, obviously someone kind of pads in a little profit in there. Do you think that it's gonna go far beyond, let's say a 50% markup?
It's more than a 50% markup right now. It's doubled. It's doubled as soon as it hit markets. For instance, instead of it being I want to say it was like 260, 265
Mm-hmm.
for Mace Windu. Now you're looking at $400 or $500 for him.
Well, if you have any of those dirt cheap collectors that are trying to get out the game, send them my way. 'Cause I'm sure
Well,
as hell not gonna spend $500. Uh,
no, exactly. That's where I was getting at. Like it's beyond ridiculous with the way it's being handled as far as like the secondary market because that's what it is. Once it goes into eBay, it's the secondary market.
yeah.
It's already switching hands. So people in Hong Kong, they're holding it hostage, and they know what they have because certain content creators would basically talk about it like I do on my channel, and we would rant about what do we want, what we're looking for, and stuff like that. But then Sideshow, in their infinite wisdom, decides to waitlist an item that hasn't arrived in their warehouse yet. So it leaves a sour taste in the collectors' mouths who want to buy these items, but they're waiting for in-hand reviews because we've been let down as collectors with Hot Toys. When it comes to head sculpts, when it comes to offerings, that come with the specific item. But in this case, it's 50-50. Some people like the head sculpt, others don't. People are waiting for like a 3.0, but this is the first one. This is the first Mace Windu we get from Hot Toys. And because it's a character of color, that's been another talk around the community and stuff like that because Hot Toys don't necessarily do too many of them, and they don't give them a lot of love per se on the figure, meaning the technology that they have, they're not putting their oomph. They kind of like, okay, we put the figure out, purchase it if you want. If you don't want, you're gonna have to wait a decade or two, in order for us to do a reissue or something. You know, unless the character is popular, like Rosario Dawson, who plays um Night Nurse in the Netflix series or Ahsoka in the Ahsoka series.
Hmm.
She already got two figures. I got her first one in black. The second one in white is coming out. The
Don't
Ahsoka.
forget Gamora.
Um, she wasn't Gamora. That's the other
You
actress that
talking
played
about
Gamora. They did
Zoe Zadana?
Zoe
that's Zoe's.
Saldana.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. That's Zoe Zadana. They did two figures of her,
Zoe.
but we waited forever for that figure to come out. The first figure was okay. The second figure was better, but it still suffered the same issues, which was the rubber skin
Okay.
would break over time, and longevity of these figures was always an issue. So,
That is that.
so in it,
Do you think that's because of the quality of the materials, or is it because of the care and the staging? Meaning, like if you just left it on the shelf, and the natural elements, heat, humidity, cold, dust, etc., cause those things to happen.
it depends because let's say I'm a poser. I like to pose my figures. Others don't, so they'll leave their
You're
figures
definitely a
in
poser.
case.
You ain't a
Dry
true
joke.
collector.
Did it douche?
Poser.
Did it douche?
No,
So
that one fell through.
so
That deserves a
yeah,
trombone,
yeah, it does.
but I'm not giving
But
it to you.
yeah, but see, it's all right. Don't have to enjoy that cigar while I'm over here choking on my phlegm.
That makes it
Oh,
even feel taste better. Cigars taste
makes
delicious, man. It has a little leathery taste right now, a little earthy
yeah.
taste, and you're choking
Oh, I
on
know you
your
like those
lungs.
leather
Oh,
tastes.
this is amazing.
I know you like the leather taste, man. I hear stories. I hear stories. You know, milk, cookies, and handcuffs. That's how you get down. I know.
Yes, I do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not ashamed of my kinks.
Yep, just like Michael. Hee hee.
No, no,
Let me
no, no,
stop.
no. That's the wrong
Got
type
him.
of kink.
Got him. Got him. Got
That's the
him.
wrong type of
Got him.
kink. Get out of here.
I got him.
No.
I got him.
Mm-mm.
I got him good. I got him good. So back to collecting. So that's
The
been the big
degradation
hubbub.
of the materials, whether
Ye-
it's environment based or like wear and tear.
Wear and tear could also play a factor into it. It all depends. Some people live in very dry environments, so their preservation is on point. There's no flakage on like a lot of the pleather materials or some of the synthetic materials that they have that are like the Spider-Man or Superman figures or even the Black Adam figure where they have this snapback material that has like these graphics on it that's thick. It's vinyl, but when you put the figure back into its um natural state, which is standing straight up and down in a museum pose is how we call it, or vanilla pose, it basically takes about a couple of hours, maybe a day or two, sometimes three, for the suit to go back to its original state from the day of purchase. So it all depends. It all depends, especially on the figure. So like let's say I have, all right, for instance, my Yoda figure. I have a Yoda from Clone Wars. That Yoda figure is awesome. The soft goods on it is awesome. What worries me is the bendy wire that's inside the coat because as metal oxidizes, it starts to rust.
Yes.
Rust will start to appear on the fabric cloak and start to come out. And that also, depends on the moisture and humidity and all that other stuff. For those who live in drier environments, they're able to preserve their figures a whole lot longer. For anyone else, you go through a lot of shit,
And you go through a lot of headaches.
pretty much. But I recently, scored with Sideshow, on points. So I had $190 in points, and I had a $20 gift card, and I combined that to make my purchase for Venom from the PS5 video game, and that is a big piece. Where I'm going to put it, I know exactly where. It's going to be huge.
Up your
I'm going to
ass.
get yelled at for it.
Huge.
Nope.
On the dining room table.
I'm talking about exactly dining room table. It's big. It's
To be bitched
It's
at. I thought it was
statue
like
big.
right on the bed. Because I'm asleep
No.
with it.
It gets its
Dude,
own spot on the
it's
nightstand.
it's damn near 2 feet tall.
Jesus.
The original
Big
retail
enough to
price
cuddle.
was, yeah, pretty much, 460. Then after taxes and stuff like that, it comes out to 501, right? Shipping and taxes and all that comes out to 501. So I was able to knock down $210 off of that and got it for 290, which is a steal.
Sounds like a good deal.
So
I'd
plus
say-
they trying to get rid of all the excess stuff that they have as well, like the Carnage, other Spider-Man, other Mandalorian figures, and some Star Wars. Like they have deals on Sideshow right now that's 25% off, 35% off, and it's crazy. It's really crazy.
I tell you, there's a market for it. There's collectors for it. There's just not enough space for it.
There's never enough space.
I can't even imagine collecting anything that 18 to 24 inches tall figure. That I'm gonna have to ask Hot Toys and Sideshow to start
Sideshow.
sending me rent money if I start collecting those.
Oh, most definitely, because they're space hogs.
Yeah, but 2 feet tall. Where'd you put it?
Standing in front of my door,
Just
just gonna watch guard.
I have a garage rack.
Centerpiece.
That's where it's gonna go. Yeah, pretty much.
Every Thanksgiving, you break out Venom, and just put it on the
That's right.
table.
You know,
It's like your cornucopia.
Venom helped make the stuffing. So,
Get into the second half of this now. The second third of the cigar.
second third of the cigar.
Speak about the cigar. Going back to
It's
it.
nice and smooth.
How long of a smoke is the particular cigar you have right now?
Well, I mean, we're just entering the second third, and it's been about 20 minutes. So you're looking about maybe an hour smoke.
Okay.
45 minutes
That's cool.
if you keep puffing on it like crazy.
Okay.
Average smoke, there's some that can like really burn through a cigar, and they're really working at it. But in casual conversation, most cigars. This is a 48 by 60, I think, and it's usually 45 minutes to an hour average.
Average, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice full cigar. So you were talking about
one.
you were talking about the wrapper. The wrapper is an Ecuador Habano wrapper. So it's Ecuadorian
Yeah.
wrapper.
Okay.
It's a torpedo,
Nice.
a Toro,
Torpedo.
which that's why I said a dick cut would be on it. Well, be good for it. Yeah, no, it sounds hilarious, but a dick cut is when you take the cut and it's a slant. It's not straight,
Do a little
a straight cut.
snip, snip.
A little snip, snip. You slant
Little
it,
snip tuck. Snip and tuck.
so you cut it a little slanted. So that way, when you puff on it, the flavor of the cigar directly hits your tongue.
See, right now I need a COVID flavored cigar. Right now, I'll have one right now if I could.
No, the COVID flavored? Oh, no thanks. Tastes like mucus and
No
Oh, man.
COVID flavored.
No, because supposedly you don't taste anything. So if I was smoking
Oh,
a cigar, it would be a waste.
I don't even think that's a symptom anymore.
So I'm gonna let everybody know a little bit my life hack for when the pandemic first started, and they were talking about all the symptoms that were associated with it, loss of taste, loss of smell, so on. So I just had a back stock of cookies in my kitchen. So every time I walked by the kitchen, I would just eat a cookie. I'm like, okay, well, I can still taste it, so I don't got COVID. So, a couple of dozen cookies later.
And like most of America, I learned how to bake bread. Who did it during the pandemic? I think there was no shortage of bread. Everybody was making
No
bread.
shortage.
Everybody was making every type of bread you can think of.
Well, it's good because that way you can taste it. You taste the bread, you're good.
Exactly.
Bread, cookies, donuts, bagels, you name it.
I know I did biscuits,
Yeah.
man. I did morning biscuits, nice and
Oh,
fancy too.
morning
From
morning
scratch.
biscuits ain't not bad, dude. Having morning biscuits in the morning, bro.
Any time
With
of
a
day.
nice cup of coffee.
Any time of day, and I made it from scratch. That was my
Shit.
pandemic.
Oh,
Was baking shit.
yeah, that's what I'm missing right now. A cup
Yeah.
of coffee.
And I just cursed demonetized.
Baking and biscuits. I'm not a baker. I'm an eater. So I will eat anything that you bake, cook,
I'm
deep
both, man.
fry, saute. Listen, I'm the official food taster.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Nice.
I've been asked a couple of times where you were at,
I know.
especially this past weekend in the party. Dude, there was so
Eh.
much food. They were like, "What's Keith at? He could have
Eh.
ate like half of these trays."
Any household event, I'm the one that takes care of all the leftovers. I walk out with a quarter tray, and also I'm stuffed to the brim with food.
So basically, the human garbage disposal.
I
There you
am. I am. It's the secrets of the universe lie in my stomach where the black hole is.
go. Shoot. Oh man, I wish I had a black hole for the stomach right now because I want all this, sickness to go away.
It will.
It'll go away in a couple of days. Just a couple of
Yeah,
days.
no,
We're
it's
good,
just,
man.
it's just
Just sleep it
it's
off.
just a freaking. I tried to, man. It's hard to sleep. Hard to sleep. But
That's
like legitimately, I was up for 2 days yesterday. So
one of life's small pleasures. Sleeping.
sleeping. Yep.
Sleeping.
Oh man, power naps. Oh my
Power
god,
naps.
yo.
You want to hear good about good sleep? Dude, my daughter woke up. I know it sounds funny. She woke up in the middle of the night, around 2 in the morning.
Uh huh.
She called me, Daddy, Daddy. And I go, what happened? She looks at me, gives me a big smile, and goes, I was dreaming of ice cream.
Nice.
And I was like, so are you going to go back to sleep now and dream more of ice cream? She was like, yes. And she went right back to sleep. So I was like, it must have been a good ice cream dream.
Oh
A
man.
good ice cream dream for her to wake up at 2 in the morning just to tell me that she's dreaming of ice cream.
Daddy, Daddy, I dream of ice cream. It tastes good.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Yeah. I'm going to go back and sleep. I want to dream more about ice cream. Like, shit. I wish I could dream more about ice cream too. No,
Word.
I get some dumbass dreams, man. Let me tell you. The other night, all right, I don't know why. I guess I was on TikTok way too much scrolling. There's some
Not sponsored.
not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
We're not affiliated with them, America. U.S. government. Dude, that
Ni hao right?
stop.
Jesus.
But I guess I was scrolling too much. I had a dream where there was some chick from TikTok, one that could like wiggle her tongue in like special ways,
I guess.
and that's what she does. That's her TikToks of her showing you how she does the
Don't they
wave
all
of her
do
tongue.
that?
I don't know, man. She has OnlyFans too. But
color me surprised.
Anyway. No, but she's cute.
She sells air conditioners online?
Online,
No,
yes.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. That's it. No air conditioners. In the dream, she was hitting on me. I seen her in person, and she was hitting on me. And just like in real life, I'm like, why are you hitting on me? Look at me. I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess, bro.
Even in his dreams, he's humble.
Humble. Oh, it's just self-hatred. I was
What
like,
you mean humble? What you mean
that's
humble?
what I said.
So,
That's
not humble. Maybe self-deprecating. Like
There you go.
he makes fun of himself.
Self-defecating is more like it.
Defecating.
But
So she was I guess like talk to me like whatever, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna flirt back again, I guess. So we started flirting back, and then she was like, oh, you married? And I said yes, and then she got mad and walked off, and I was like, okay, this is my dream, and then all of a sudden I see Pam in my dream, and she's mad at me, and then all of a sudden that girl shows up next to her. Oh, that's your husband. He was trying to hit on me. He was trying to get me in the sack, and I was like,
That sounds
the
exactly like girl talk.
I was
That
like, what
sounds
the fuck?
exactly
I was
like
like, you
girl
were-
talk.
Wait, I was like, you were hitting on me.
was this a dream? Because this sounds like it happens all the time.
No,
Often. Yeah, exactly.
no, but it's usually
you get shot down, rejected, and then snitched on.
No, I assure you, it's a dream. I don't get hit on in real life. It was a dream.
Bullshit.
That's
Not
not
cold
bullshit.
bullshit.
Nah,
Not cold bullshit.
you could call it all you want, but it's that's what it is. Anyway, dude, I woke up and I'm like, I'm not telling Pam this dream because then she'll get upset. And then she'll get upset. So I'm just like,
So this ties into the stereotypical, the cliche of you cheated on me in my dream, so
In your dream, yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
I'm mad at you.
yeah, that's why
So
I didn't want to tell her because you
you
cheated
go-
on me in your dream. And
You're-
I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't even touch the girl.
You're deep asleep, and then
She got
you
mad
get
when I told
smacked
her.
in the head with a pillow.
Look, I can't be cheating if I tell the girl I'm married. You can't be like, I'm married. Yeah. But she got mad and walked away. And then she went straight, like she knew who Pam was. I don't understand. That's why it's a dream, because she knew who Pam was and went straight to Pam. And was like, yo, man was trying to fuck me. And I was like, no.
Those might be classified as nightmares.
You know what that's classified as?
Because it
That
didn't
cla-
work
that
out
cla-
in your favor.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I woke up and was like,
Dreams usually end up in your favor.
look, I woke up and I was like, if I wanted to see her nude, I'll just go ahead to her page. but that's not the case. I mean, I woke up and I was like, meh. And I went back to sleep. It was a dream. Like, what do you want to do? But it was just weird. I mean, I'd rather have the ice cream dream.
Yeah, ice cream sounds way better because you at least you can enjoy it. And there's no expectations. The ice cream hasn't been in 50 people's refrigerators already.
Look, it doesn't matter, man. If I get a taste, I get a taste. I don't care how many refrigerators has been in it.
Very true. So
I'm not picky.
As I've said to
Unless you're a redhead, then I'm really picky because then redheads get redhead gets
the ginger is the top level for
yeah, it's top level for me. Your hair is red, doesn't matter. That's it. You get priority. You got the white privilege card or whatever. No, it's the redhead privilege card.
The ginger privilege.
Yeah,
you gotta have the ginger privilege.
If you're,
So,
if you're pale skin, red, and have no soul, I'll give you my number.
Oh, that's all him.
That's all me.
Soulless and pale.
That's
Soulless
right.
and pale.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So hitting on the subject of dreams and online content providers. Let's be nice and call them that.
Yeah, I have no problem. They're doing what they do. They're making more money than me.
They're making
in a month.
That's true.
So more power to them. If I wish I had a pair of titties, I could flash and get paid for.
I mean,
Bingo.
Let's be honest. If I could make
Bingo.
$200,000 in a month, yeah, that's more power to them, bro. People could badmouth them all they want. They could buy you.
yeah. Well, listen.
Yeah.
I'll set up a webcam under my desk, and it'll be Feet Finder.
Oh, feet. There was like keeps peen cam.
Just
all crotch all the time.
Watch my feet while I'm working. But in terms of content providers or content creators, there's there's a large population that are very attractive, and they're providing a service. But I've always taken the view of you go to a museum to look at the art. You never take it home. So you go to appreciate it, and then you go about your business. So I don't think anyone.
But if he wants to go home with you,
I mean,
if the art says, "Hey,
I
I want to go home with you,"
if the art has a price tag and it's in your price range, listen, do what you want. I'm saying I'm not taking anything home with me.
I mean, anything as in the person or diseases?
A
A
to
little
Z,
bit of both.
A to Z, whatever you think of.
Because we know who carries diseases home.
Yeah, he's trying to make a fun joke about me.
Yeah,
He's on the phone right now.
He was trying
With
to.
a
But the thing
rivals.
is this: I didn't bring it. It was there already.
it was there already.
He licked something and they caught it.
I told you,
Nope.
hanging out in the woods, being all feral. Out there like
I wish I
Sabretooth.
I
Being like
wish I
a
was feral right now.
Sabretooth running around and howling at the moon.
I wish I was there right now. Shit.
Yeah, no, man, you keep saying that. I feel bad. You should be
No,
here
you
with
don't.
the
You keep
cigar.
fucking around.
No, I fuck around, but excuse me, I feel
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I
See,
feel
look,
bad.
he's smoking. While he's taking
No,
the next puff of
I
his
wasn't.
cigar.
Actually, I wasn't puffing. Was I puffing, Keith?
He wasn't puffing.
I was. A burp was coming out. I didn't want to be rude and
It's-
do it on the mic.
It's all right. I've had
Oh.
it. I've had it twice, and you know
So between us, I guess I'm the COVID champion.
yeah, I guess he's the
Maybe.
COVID, he's the
I'm the COVID champ.
He's the COVID champion.
And
Make
then
sure
Lou's gonna be coughing in a bag. Just see me next week and just throw it on top of me,
next time you see Joey, make sure you spit in his ear.
right in the eye. It's quickly.
No,
goes
no, no,
right
no,
to
no.
the string.
No, I'm over here licking bats and shit. I'll lick his ear so that way he can get it too. You know what I mean? Lick his eyeball. Get his
That's it.
eyeball. Like, yeah, you
The
see that? You
fastest
see
way
that?
to get
See
it,
that?
like right in the eye.
Spit right in his
Right
eye.
in the eye.
Hawk, hey.
Damn. Hocking loogies.
You know,
Yeah, it's like it's
give
like
it-
it's like a game of tag. I'm
you
the
know,
champion.
Exactly. A big,
I've never been tagged.
big, juicy fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cigars and Ash, where we basically get off topic often.
Not off topic. This is what it is. We're smoking and
there is no topic,
Soft
and
mash.
there is no rhyme or reason. We just go.
There's always a rhyme and reason. You're fucking with me.
We carry on, and we just kind of flow like the smoke flows off our cigars.
Yeah.
what a poet.
I use words and stuff.
I use words and stuff, but never read a dictionary.
Nope, I have one.
He has one.
Nobody
yeah.
reads a dictionary.
I have one. It's
You just Google it.
It's holding up the edge of my desk.
What's the word
Yeah.
mean? Google. Google. How do you pronounce Nicaraguan?
Nicaraguan.
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 Nicaraguan. Nicaraguan.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Nicaraguan.
So, talking about cigars here too. We have an Instagram that we're posting the cigars we're smoking, and giving a little description about it and everything. And what's pretty cool is we had looks like 2 or 3 cigar companies following us, which is a little exciting when you're starting out a little page. So a little shout out to probably my favorite name of a cigar company, the League of Fat Bastards Cigars.
Oh, yes.
That is funny as hell, bro. You told me that, I was like, what?
Yeah, so they threw a follow, which is pretty cool. I read up on them, and their founder's name is Adam Levine, not the singer.
Not that guy.
Not the singer.
Not the singer. But he also created the company to support on men's mental health wellness,
Oh,
which is pretty cool. So he says it shows right. He says that 40% of the profits go to charities towards men's mental health,
outstanding. Yes.
which is actually wonderful. It's an overlooked. How do you say it? Overlooked
Population.
Yeah, part of the population.
Yeah, I need to check my mental health hanging out with you two fools on the phone. Shit.
You should, but I don't think it's because of us, man. Because you named yourself LocoLu.
No, the world made me this way.
Nah. What are you, the Joker?
A little bit. I like to see people burn. I mean, the world burn.
See the world burn.
What? Oh, okay.
So back to burning. The ash and the cigar is I'm trying to hold a record here for the longest ash. What's the longest ash that you've had on your cigar?
I'm putting mine out, knocking mine off because I don't want to burn your table. So, but the longest I've had, I've probably had maybe half a cigar worth of ash
All right.
before it just the wind blows or something. It's so weak that the wind blows and
I've seen that there's actually competitions that, I don't know if it's national. I have to look it up again, where they literally will sit there and everybody gets the same cigar. Everybody lights at the same time. It's a timed event. And, you have to sit there and it all depends on the balance and how you hold the cigar. But they'll go, if it's a 6-inch cigar or, maybe a Churchill, a little bit longer. And they try to get it almost all the way down to the nub, without falling. It's insane.
It's like competition.
Ash competition.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it looks like the world longest ash shows here was 16.9 centimeters, or for us 6.5 inches.
Yeah, so yeah, that'll be a Churchill link.
And it's held by a woman named Olivia Terry.
Shout out to Olivia Terry. All right.
It's back in about 10 years ago, it says here.
Oh,
World's longest unbroken ash.
we have a. What was
So that the cigar is 17.8 centimeters, so it's about what, 7 inches,
yeah.
7 or so inches, and she pretty much ashed it to almost the nub. It's 16.9 centimeters or 6.5 inches. That's pretty. That's pretty long.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
And Keith wants to beat it. Yeah, 7-inch cigar, 17.8 centimeters, and it's 6.5 inches.
Oh, okay.
So she had half an inch of the cigar left.
I have to find I have to find a good cigar to try to practice that on, because the longest that I've had, I think, and I smoke a lot of Robustos, so those are like 5-inch cigars, 5 or 6-inch cigars. So I've gotten as long as maybe 2.5, 3 inches, so nearly half of the cigar. But that's impressive, a whole 6.5 inches.
6.5 out of 7.
See, I can't even imagine, like, how do you try to smoke it? You gotta kind of like squat down under it and smoke straight up.
Yeah, that's what they're. I'm looking it up now, and that's how they're smoking. They literally hold it straight up, and they're like puffing straight up.
That's crazy.
So that's nuts. So you want to break it,
That's
huh?
where the
Ladies and gentlemen, I
that's where
think
the
Keith was
balance comes
putting out a challenge.
Challenge?
He says he's gonna break the record.
No, not today. One day. Yeah.
So one day he has to practice first. He has to train.
That's
So
what-
cue
that's
the
what-
Rocky montage of him smoking cigars.
Right. Well, I'm just freaking just puffing at cigars
learning techniques to hold that cigar up without ashing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the stuff I'm looking at, they hold it straight up.
It's like smoking a chimney. Like your little chimney, your fireplace, and just keep at it.
All right, we're entering the final third of the cigar, which is where about the label's at. Well, the first label. This has 2 labels.
The final count.
The final countdown of cigars. It's been 40 minutes. And so far, so good, man. It's still good, really smooth. That's because I don't really like a strong cigar, and this is the strength on this is high. It shows.
Yeah.
And I really don't. I'm not a. I guess maybe I'm getting used to it. I mean, I've been smoking for over 10 years, but still,
Right.
it's always been something light.
Yeah. I don't know why. I've always had stronger cigars. And then when I have a little lighter one, like a Connecticut, it's like, oh, this is like candy. Not necessarily like, it doesn't taste like candy.
Piece of candy.
Yeah, piece of candy. Piece of candy. Shout out to James Woods. It's like, when you take a step down, not necessarily in quality, but, in strength, it's like, okay, you're barely smoking anything. I smoked one the other day. I'm not going to say the brand because I don't want to discourage the brand. But it was another Maduro, dark wrapper, supposed to be, mid to, strong. And I'm like, it was nothing. It was bland. It was not necessarily bland, but it was just, it had no noticeable flavor to it compared to other cigars that I've had. I mean, it's still a great smoke. It was a 6x60, so another like 5-6 inch cigar. But I mean, it was like, okay, this is like a little vacation, so this is like watching a movie you've seen 100 times and not even paying attention to it.
So it's just one of those things you have in the background
Yeah,
while you do something else.
right.
I mean, it's getting a little peppery now. This one, so it's starting to to really change the taste.
Mm.
Yeah, this smoking is so good, Lewis.
Oh, this is the greatest cigar ever.
Oh man, you're missing out. So when you're here next time, man, I'm saving them. So I have 3 unbanded cigars straight from a cigar factory in the Dominican Republic that I want us to try out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unbanded. It's brand. There's no brand to it. It's because it's straight off the line. I'm trying to find out what kind of cigar it was supposed to be, but they're just telling me that it's straight off the line and that it's pretty good. So we'll see next time when you're here, because I have 3.
We're gonna have some pirated cigars.
Pirated, yeah. Smuggled.
We smuggled them out.
Smuggled some DR.
Smuggled cigars.
Yeah, I have some more information on it. I'm just not going to give it now until we actually turn them on and smoke them, so that way we could talk about it as we're smoking it. But just letting you know that I didn't use those up today. I took 2 My Fathers that I had in my humidor, and I was like, we'll smoke these since you're not going to be here. So see, I was even nice. I'm saving it up just for you, man.
Oh, look how nice he is. He's so
all the hate that I'm getting from him on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't see how nice I'm being right now.
Hate makes the heart grow fonder or something.
It's because we're men. We like to shit on each other, and we know it's for fun.
That's right.
We don't get sensitive. We don't get sensitive. Oh, jeez, that sounds terrible. I didn't mean it that way.
We understand each other. We're friends. We know how to poke at each other. We know how to poke at each other.
This reminds me of like Family Guy, where they had the woman. God!
You
see that? Oh my God! Only you could pull off that skirt. Oh yeah, I could never pull it off because I don't have the weight you do. And then the 2 guys are like, hey, I like your tie. Thanks. And it's like, men, we know how to make friends. How to be friends, yeah.
Oh my God!
That silence was just
I miss Family Guy. No, I miss Family Guy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get the fandom where they're like, oh, seasons 1 through 4 was the best seasons. After that is terrible. And I'm like, just stop. If you're a fan, you're a fan.
I mean,
yes, there's bad episodes. I'm not gonna say there's bad things going on in your fandom, but you can't tell me that you're still watching the show out of spite. Is what you're telling me?
Right.
I hate season 5 through 20 was terrible. Are you still watching? Of course I am. I'm a fan.
I'm gonna watch it so I know how terrible it is,
yeah.
And I can complain about it later.
If you think it's terrible, then stop watching it.
It's totally off topic, but I don't know why with my screwed up wired brain. It reminds me of Cardi B when she said she did some acceptance speech, and she said, "I want to thank all my fans for supporting me, and I want to thank all my haters for buying all my albums just so they can complain about me because y'all making me rich too."
You know what?
She said something like that.
She's smart.
She's smart about that. That's smart.
I want to thank my haters because you bought my album too.
And she's right. Because they buy it just to shit on it, and then you're like, okay, fine, whatever. I got your money already. So you wanna get mad and you wanna burn my album? Go ahead.
Sales through the roof. Hate me all you want.
You can do anything you want. I have millions of dollars. You're giving me. I don't care.
I'm gonna open up a GoFundMe. And the sole purpose is show me how much you hate me.
Yes.
Accepting
$1, you kind of hate me. $2, $5, you started to hate me. $10, you really hate me. $100, you despise me. You want me dead.
You despise me. I wanna spit in your cereal.
$500, you're a true hater.
Yeah, true hater. I'm looking for all true haters.
Yeah.
They
send you $500, you send them a card you print out on your machine.
Right.
True hater.
True
Peace
hater.
Club.
Right. And then I put a big thumbprint on it. Yeah.
Well, guys.
I mean, with all that, if anyone wants to check out our Instagram, it's Cigars and Ash. It's Cigars and then the letter N and then Ash. At Instagram. I will say at Instagram.com. I'm like, what is this?
At the
90s?
At the interwebs.
In the interwebs, yes.
And the Twitter sphere.
It's www.instagram. No. So it's cigars and ash.
If you can't find this, just ask Google.
There you go. Yeah, cigars and ash.
He
And
says,
while
if
I'm
you
at it,
don't
let
know.
me give the mandatory shout out to our editor,
Yes.
Zach, or ZC Films on
ZC
Instagram.
Films. That's
ZZ
right.
Films, yep.
ZC_films on Instagram. He goes and he fixes everything up, puts the logo on the video, and we appreciate everything he does.
Yes, he takes our garbled
Big
mess and then tries to
And
piece it all
art out of
together.
it for free right now.
Yeah, listen, I wonder how many times he peed his pants just listening to us fucking ramble, bro.
Oh,
Or fall asleep.
well,
Or fall asleep, because, you know,
I'll
he's
fall
done that too.
Because
He's done that too.
Because episode 0 was 3 hours long, and he
Yes.
was complaining about it the whole time. He was like, "I'm supposed to edit 3 hours? What the hell?"
listen, and somehow he made it longer.
Remember, we had 2 cuts on that one. He combined them. He made it really good, and he did that little GIF that plays while the video, the audio is going on. I mean, we're planning to get video up, and maybe also do some live streaming.
Well, it'll
But
be
at this
something like
moment,
that.
at this moment right now, this is what it's gonna be.
He takes our just completely random and incoherent words and tries to make it look nice on the internet
Yes,
or sound nice on the internet.
sound nice.
Because none of us deserve to be on video.
No, not at all.
I don't know what. Speak for yourself, man. I'm always on video.
That's because you're under surveillance.
So he's gonna have COVID. He's in the house arrest.
I got my own channel, LocoLu 526 YouTube.
There you go. Shout out,
Talk
man.
about collecting figures, half show Saturdays on Saturdays, alternating Saturdays that is. Talk about anything TMNT related. Also, you can find me in other streaming platforms such as SBeam, 16 Scale Man, Brother Cousin's Toy Reviews, Maz's Toy Box, and a load of other people that I know within the streaming world that you'll see me pop in every now and then within the same circles.
Yeah, I've watched that. Was it Brother Cousins? The other day,
Yeah.
the whole 3 hours, man, of that video is just going. I mean, and it's not. I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm saying that it was entertaining all the way. So there was no stale.
especially-
There was no stale air. There was no. It was just constant.
Yeah.
And then with the audience interactions, it kept up.
Yeah, in regards to that, my friend's Jay, who is Brother Cousin's Toy Reviews, he has a good selection of people that he'll alternate, but I'm normally a panelist on Thursday nights. Today, unfortunately, won't be able to stream. He's taking a day off, but also I'm, quarantined. I don't want to be on camera today. But normally I would go out and either be with you guys or I'll be with them on Thursdays. And like the content creators, we kind of give ourselves a pep talk and then a reality check. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to our hobbies and collecting and stuff like that. Sometimes we'll just sit back and wait. There's something that we know we want, knowing that the market has changed, going back to its old ways. That if you want it, pre-order it. If not, it's going to go on wait list. If not, you run the risk of waiting, and then when they do another batch, or if they do another batch, you can actually acquire it, but it's not promised. So it's like either buy now, cry later, kind of mentality.
Yeah, but
That's why.
okay.
That's why we do that. That's why we do our content the way we do it. Each panelist or each show will have some of the similar faces. We will bring up points, but the other people that will join us on the panels, we just play off each other's vibes. And specifically, a lot of us are enjoying each other's camps. So if we're not Star Wars fans hardcore, we're Spider-Man fans hardcore. If we're not that, Ninja Turtle fans. If we're not that, it's DC fans. So, like we have a variety of actual palettes to actually go through as far as collecting is concerned. Majority of the ones I go to are 6 scale collecting, so all the Hot Toys, Sideshow, InArts, and other 6 scale, stuff. But for me personally, I collect everything, and that's why I have no more space.
But there's also, I mean, like in the streaming, there's also no tolerance for certain kind of hating, which I enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
That's all. That it's more about the love of the collection and the collecting, no matter what,
yeah,
no matter what you collect and what genre you collecting. Yeah, and they have no tolerance in people speaking certain ways about things. We witnessed that the other day as well, and
yeah,
I found it pretty cool. And it's you stick to the collecting, you stick to doing what you're doing, and you stick to talking about what you're talking about, and you don't veer into any type of hatred or any type of hating.
yeah. Because here's the thing: if we don't like a figure, we don't like a figure.
It's
If
that
it's the content,
it's the
if it's the
liking.
content,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, if it's the content that we really, really can't stand and we don't want to deal with, we try to veer it off and not put it on the table as a talking topic. You know, like we have a safe space, if you want to call it that, of people from all kinds of communities to come in to share the love of collecting, because it's at the end of the day, it's about collecting. It's not about anything else other than the mediums that we spend our hard-earned money on to have as a piece to look at, admire, take photos of, tell a story with, or what have you.
Yes, and
So
that's what I'm talking about. That you don't like a figure, it's fine. You could criticize the figure, you could criticize how it was made and everything, even the company, because it's criticism. You could criticize the company, but
mhm.
but
You're
it's not.
entitled to an opinion about something.
Yeah,
You
but
just,
it's
don't.
but not like I don't like this character because the person that played him is you come out like, oh, he was a total bitch, and you start and then bad mouthing the person. It's like, okay, we're not talking about that. You know,
Yeah, pretty much.
they're like,
Pretty
let's
much.
stick to what we're talking about the character. We're not talking about who played him or this. We're talking about how this character's made. What you don't like or what you like about it. How it was molded or and so on and so on. It's not about just shitting on people.
Yeah,
Which the
exactly.
thing is, a lot of fandoms that like that.
There are a lot of
Yeah,
fandoms out there that just they serve the darkness of hate.
pretty much.
They just want to hate for hate's sake. And
Yeah.
me, I like when I think of something like that, I think about movies. Now I watch a lot of movies, and I watch a lot of really what most people would consider crap movies, and I'll muscle through a horrible movie just because I'm totally amazed at just the production of a movie, everything that has to go into making a movie. you know
Hmm.
I mean, like the logistics, the funding, whatever it is, like the writing, anything to get it on screen. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it was a crap movie, but hey, they got it done.
I mean, you could criticize the movie itself.
Yeah.
There's one right now on Netflix that was made by Sony, which I'm just not gonna name it.
Okay, we're not gonna name it.
And I thought it was terrible.
Okay.
And I thought it was terrible not because of who's playing who or what or so on. It was terrible because the storyline was just terrible. It was like they promised like this big scene and everybody in their costumes, and then it turned out to be like good like maybe 2 minute scene about the future, which I should be giving away exactly what I'm talking about now.
If anyone follows superhero
Sony.
sci-fi Sony
Movies.
uh,
So,
movies,
the whole thing is-
you may be touching on something that we know all about.
Yeah, so I mean, it's the story itself is terrible. You promised this, you show it in the trailers, and it was just like a 2 minute scene, and the whole movie was just a dude chasing teenage girls.
Yes, so I think we know what we're talking about.
So,
if anyone doesn't know what we're
yes.
talking about, leave comments of what you think we're talking about on YouTube under this video. There's a broadcast.
There was so many things about that movie, dude, that they cut out because of rushing the production, because of rushing the stuff, also because wanting to be their own separate little universe. it's just mind-boggling the crap that they do.
Yeah, but it's
You know?
but it's fine. It's not even that because I guess I'm one of the few that could see it being part of a multiverse because it makes sense. If you could accept the multiverse in comic books, you should accept.
Hashtag multiverse. Hashtag not sponsored.
You should be able to accept the multiverse in movies. But this, I mean, it was already announced that this is not part of the multiverse. First of all, because one of the actresses, very, very sweet person, she was mad.
Yes.
She was mad that this was not part of the multiverse, which is a good thing because it just. I mean, MCU has put out some.
It's kind of like
but
you
this
know,
one by Sony.
I'm not the best friend. I was the best friend's neighbor. So like you're in the neighborhood, but no, not really part of the story.
But now, apparently, she's in talks of being in the MCU as.
Well, we're not going to talk about. We're not talking about no spoilers or mention of spoiled movies.
No, but not, I mean we're not. This is news. This is news about these movies.
In current news,
she's in talk to be Black Cat.
Okay.
Oh,
which
nice.
would be amazing. And
It would be amazing.
Did you say amazing?
Yeah, it would be amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's definitely hot and fits the part.
Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna be hating on Tom Holland because he possibly gets to have makeout scenes with her.
Forget the makeout scenes. I want everything else.
I want.
Oh man. And
Talking about.
And as we get into the last third of these cigars, that's where we go into the unsupported commentary about.
Well, like these are not the views of.
These are not the views of Cigars and Ash, but merely commentary.
Merely commentary.
Yeah.
But speaking about like, I guess attractive women. Haley Atwell is going to be in New York Comic Con.
Yes, she is,
and that's exciting because I'm going to have a Captain Carter signed by her. Definitely.
Yeah,
I have to.
Nice.
Every year, like it's been at least 11 years for us.
Yeah. What, for Comic Con?
For New York Comic Con. 15. Well, yeah. For us going to Comic Con, and every year I say, okay, no, listen, I've got a lot of autographs. I don't know if I'm gonna go. It depends on the celebrities they show, and they start trickling things in. We talked about Starship Troopers last episode. And then they dropped the Haley Atwell bomb, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'm good. I just need to be on that line. I need to be at the table just to be
Haley Atwell, and I'm talking about sexiness. Freaking Paul Bettany as well.
Paul Bettany, that's right.
He's gonna be there. They just announced it, which is really nice. My Vision. I got that Vision figure. I want to sign as well, so I might do that.
So this is interesting for me for us to think about. I always, when I look at the conventions, just like here in New York, the Jacob Javits Center, there's conventions for everything, the auto show, the boat show, so on, right? And what the conventions are really there for are to promote product, right, and experiences. So when I see someone announced as a guest, it makes me think that they're going to promote something that they're going to work on in the future.
Yeah, well, with Paul Bettany there, it's said that he's going to have his own show, his own Vision show.
So, which has been in
Vision Quest.
Yeah, Vision Quest.
It's been in talks for a while. I know the scheduling and, with the strike, the writer strike, the actor strike, everything. A lot of things got shifted around and moved around. But, that's I pick up the breadcrumbs of seeing who's going to be at conventions. I say, okay, so that means, you're going to start working on a couple of things. Something's already been worked on, and you're now just going to announce it. So that would be great.
Well, you think that there's going to be more of Captain Carter? Because I know, season 2 of What If,
right? The
was
animated
really
series.
big on her.
Yeah. So they are, and they've already done some kind of promo cuts of what was, I guess, is going to be season 3 of What If. There's going to be a lot of mashup, you know, mixed universe stuff in the animated series.
It's interesting how they got the Watcher involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what was this past?
Yeah.
They showed the Watcher, an image of the Watcher in the sky as well. I think was it in the movie that should not be named?
The movie that shall
Yeah.
not be named. You know, I think the concept of the Watcher is already ingrained or kind of twined into the multiverse concept. So whether it was a physical appearance or a voice appearance, you know, there was no lines, but you know, you can kind of mess with the sci-fi imagery a bit and have them involved. You can always retcon something in.
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of things that are going on, and I think it was the most recent X-Men
Oh,
show that you saw a lot of the stuff with the Watcher and whatnot. It's a beautiful show, man. I love that
Oh,
show.
the X-Men. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Then they showed the Watcher in that.
It was
one.
X.
It was
Yeah,
X-Men. Okay, yeah. So it wasn't the other movie.
was
It was
X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember exactly where it was, but it was X-Men. They have Josh Brolin as well. It's gonna be there in Comic-Con, and then of course, I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna get her signature because of the MCU. I'm gonna get her signature, and I'm gonna see if she has it on her table. Most likely she will, but I need one of her from my cousin Vinny, Marissa Tomei.
Yes,
She's gonna be there. I definitely have to meet Marissa Tomei.
of course. Come on, I like
She-
it. You know, that's one of those things. You know, when it comes to either autograph or photo op, which is gonna be your thing. You know, because they're usually about the same price. You know, do you want to?
I might take a photo op with her as
You
well.
know, you have 10 seconds at the table, 15 seconds while they're signing your stuff, or you know, you get the picture and you're like, you know, it's a conflict.
How about a little bit of both?
A little
Yeah,
bit of
a little
both. You can get both. You know, so you know, if you're nice and they have time and they're nice, you know, they might chat with you for a little bit, which I think is fantastic.
It's hard in big conventions to chat with these people because a lot of their handlers like to push and move on because it's such a long line.
Yeah.
That's why we end up going to a lot of small cons because
Yeah,
because of it. And,
less handlers.
not less handlers, but they give you more time. You
Yeah.
have like we're going to Undiscovered.
Undiscovered Realm and Westchester County Center.
That's at the end of June, and I just got in the posters.
Oh, nice.
All right, so I got the 3 posters. They're poster size, man, 40-inch by 27-inch. I didn't notice how big they were, and I was like,
clear
I was
out
like,
some wall space.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna have to frame it. But yeah, so it's like 40 by 27, and the people that were in the Ninja Turtle costumes are gonna be there. Not
Yep.
the voice actors.
With the stunt suits.
Yes. But I mean, but they were the turtles. They're the ones that were in the movie. The voice actors are the
Yep.
voices, but all the movements or the fight scenes were all them. So we're gonna get those. Definitely gonna get those signed.
Yeah.
So I just got
Yeah.
those in, which is awesome. Oh, they're making him the guest of honor. That's interesting. Oh, you got Billy West gonna be there as well. But see, I'm telling you, freaking Casper Van Dyne from Starship Troopers. I have to, man. That was like summer of '99 or something like that when the movie was on pay-per-view over in Puerto Rico, and we
Oh
had
my
like a week
God.
straight of rain. So all we did was watch that movie pretty much every day, and we never got tired of it. We just watched that movie every day. It makes me laugh because it's just it pokes fun. You know, that movie pokes fun on society and democracy and all that stuff. That's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, Denise Richards is going to be there, so I got to get something signed from her too. And so is Dina Meyer. So that's the other than MPH. It's those are the 3 big names for that movie that are going to be there. So it's pretty much a cast reunion.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 that survive, and then there's NPH, Neil Patrick Harris, which I wish I could meet the guy. He looks fun, man. He looks fun to hang out with. Well, what else are we looking for? Oh, look at that. They're having a She's All That reunion as well. Freddie Prinze Jr. and what's her name? Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Leigh Cook.
Well,
So
nice.
like a whole She's All That reunion 90s kind of thing going on there. Which is interesting. I mean, they have a couple other big names here. Katie Seagal. They have Katie Seagal twice. That's weird. And then, of course, Kevin Smith, Jason Lee, and Jason Mewes, which is from Clerks, Mallrats, in every Kevin Smith movie other than Red State, I think they were in.
Were
Red
they-
State was a great movie.
Were they in what was the other horror movie with the walrus? Tusk.
Oh, no, they weren't. You're right. They weren't in Tusk.
But shout out to Skewed Universe.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I think I'm missing 3 figures that I have of Kevin Smith to get signed, and 2 from Jason Mewes. So I'm happy they're gonna be there, so I could have that collection.
Oh, you can finish it. You can finish it off.
Yeah, I'll have every single Kevin Smith Funko Pop signed, and every Jason Mewes Funko Pop signed. But when it comes to like Jason Lee, I'm gonna have to get something from him as well.
Wow.
I have to. If it's something from Mallrats
Mallrats
or
would be
some
great.
from Jay and Silent Bob
Dogma.
Strike Back, Dogma.
Oh,
Oh,
Dogma
man.
is what listen, they've had some great movies. I don't know how everybody else ranks them, but Dogma still my favorite.
No, Dogma's an issue. You know that, right?
No, why?
Yes, it is.
You know that Dogma is rare to find now,
Is it really?
and they can't.
Yes, it is.
They can't reproduce it or anything.
Oh, because it
Because
was in was it Lionsgate?
Yeah,
No.
it's Weinstein. Weinstein owns
It was Weinstein.
Oh, it's
and
one of the-
he doesn't. He's in jail, and he doesn't want to let go of that property.
rights to that property.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give it back to Kevin Smith, so he can't do anything with it.
Mm.
So there's a scarcity when you want to find the Dogma movie,
Okay.
other than pirating it or
Right.
you know. But I own the DVD. I have the DVD. I own the DVD, still wrapped, and I brought it to Kevin Smith, and he was like, "Nah, don't open it. I'm not gonna sign it. Just don't open it. Keep it wrapped up. 'Cause that's a rare movie." he
Oh
told me.
shit!
Was that when we went to the stash? Was that I don't know how many years ago?
Yeah. This is before COVID.
Yeah. So pre 2000, pre
Well,
2020,
pre-Lou, pre-Lou.
pre 2020. Yeah.
Pre-Lou getting it twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like 2018 or something like that.
Yeah.
And when we went there, you know, and I gave him Red State to sign, which, by the way, Red State is a serious movie, and it's a good movie. Red State is actually a good movie. Underrated, man. I watched it, and I watched it a couple times. It's really good. But I had him sign that instead.
So, I'm gonna have to hit all the thrift stores and everything to see if I can find Dogma. You can randomly find the DVDs sometimes, but to have it sealed, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
dude.
that day.
And to the truth, it wasn't mine. It was an ex-girlfriend's.
Ah.
And I was like, "Oh, you have Dogma? I got to see it. Let me take it home." And she said, "Okay." And I took it home.
See, and that's why his dreams, aka nightmares, end up that way. Because
Yeah.
it's karma getting back at him.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Michael Parks, like, rest in peace to that guy. That guy died in 2017. But he's I guess you could call the main villain. Just like in Tusk. He was in Tusk. He's also the main villain in Tusk. But in this one, he gives a speech at the church that he does. Because, okay, so Red State is pretty much a movie about almost like a Waco kind of deal.
Okay.
A compound, and it's about religion. And he gives a speech on there.
Sounds mighty cultish.
It was about a cult. He gives a
That's
speech
crazy.
there that's absolutely amazing. Like you'll watch it, you'll be like, wow, this guy really got into his part. And Michael Parks did an amazing job there. And that's a movie I would recommend to see at least once. I mean, if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But I'm telling you, I feel like it's a good movie. It's John Goodman's in it. which is he plays a character in it. One of the main characters, Kevin Pollak, is in it, and his part is crazy. That's all I gotta say is his part is crazy.
That might be on the watch tonight, the watch list tonight.
Yeah, I guarantee that you like, I think. But it's just it's good. It's teenage. They lure kids. Funny thing is, the whole beginning is 3 kids find like a woman online, and they were gonna have sex with her, and then they get kidnapped into this compound.
See, and let that be a warning to online dating.
Yes,
You'll get kidnapped.
you get kidnapped. You be careful.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, there's I'm not even gonna get into it. Never mind.
Wow.
No,
I'm
it's not a story. It's a news article I saw about a new app
Okay.
called Fly to Me or something like that, where women sign up and they get chosen by a guy, and he'll fly them to him.
Fly them out.
They'll fly them out. So like women who want guy with men with money. There's one of those apps
Yeah.
where if you're a woman
to be a man with money, I wish
and you're looking
I
for a
was.
sugar daddy, but I'm like, people are already saying, "Wow, how many women are gonna get kidnapped
Right.
using this app?"
I don't make enough money to be a sugar daddy. I'm more like a splendid daddy. I can sprinkle. I can sprinkle.
He says I'm a splendid daddy.
I can sprinkle, some a little bit of
Your-
little stevia. That's
You're,
I just have
sugar substitute
Stevia.
daddy.
I'm a sugar substitute daddy. I could probably pay for your Uber, but that's about it. I can't fly you out.
Uber. Well, you live not too far. Uber, $30 limit.
$30 limit.
That's it. But it's a really good Kevin Smith movie. I had him sign that one, and he even said it. That's that people don't. When people want him to sign his movies, it's usually Clerks, which is course, that's what he started
Jay and
with.
Silent Bob.
Yeah, something like that. So when I pulled out Red State, he was surprised, and I was like, I looked at him and I said, "Hey, it's actually a really good movie."
Yeah.
And he thanked me or whatever.
That was such a great. Listen, so when it was, I think, like you said, it was 2018 that we went, and this just shows when we talk about how the celebrities are just excited to meet us, the fans, as we are to meet them as celebrities. It was
because we technically made them
Right.
in a sense. You know what I mean? We're buying their product, which is basically the
But Kevin
movie.
Smith is grateful that we're buying his product
no,
and
yeah.
his
yeah.
forever grateful because that day we were, it was supposed to be, they supposedly capped the line, right? And they said, they came through and they made the announcement. He's not gonna be, I think he said,
there were so many people. They were like, "Oh, we're just gonna go take a picture,
Right.
You get something signed, and then
then
move along."
and move along, right? And then we're trying to kind of, get it moving at a steady clip. We were out there in the sun for about 6-7 hours.
No, dude, more than that. We were there from like 8 a.m,
Right.
Because we had to make the line to buy something in the store first,
Right.
in order to get the ticket to meet them.
To come back out and get online. And we were out there for hours. I mean, at least 10 hours, 12 hours, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And, Kevin Smith, there was a time that they said, oh, Kevin Smith was only going to be here from this time to this time. And, no questions, no nothing, just, sign and go. But Kevin Smith, being the great, personable person he is, he took time with everyone.
Yeah, he came out and said, "No, I'm not going to do that." He said, "I'm going to meet every one of you, and if you want to talk, we'll talk." He goes, "It doesn't matter. I'm not going to close the store down." He went out and he had people buy water and snacks, and he passed it on the line. We had chips and water, and he was like, just to pass the time. I know people are thirsty. It's a hot day. Here's some water. Kevin Smith bought all that, and then he met every single one of us and signed, talked, took a picture. He took the time. He didn't have to. He could have been like, "All right, we need a rush. I need to go," and he was like, "No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay." He came out and said, "I'm gonna stay and meet every single one. I don't care how long it takes." I mean, we were pretty far back, but we weren't that far back.
No.
Where the line ended, the line ended like around the corner down the block. It was crazy.
There were at least, I'd say, 150 people behind us.
Yeah,
and probably just as many in front
of us. Yeah, there must have been like that. Yeah, like 100 something in front of us. No way, because it was in the old store, so they had like a garage, not a garage, a parking lot in the back.
Yeah.
So the parking lot was full, and then we were outside the parking lot, and then there was people behind us down the block and all that stuff. It was nuts, but he took the time.
Now, and if anyone's ever been to the stash, either the old one or even the new one, it's not a like it's a nice little city, nice little town,
Yeah.
right? But it's like you'll see like the amount of people that are walking around, kind of small street America, and it's like we invaded the store.
Yeah, pretty much
because there was
more people on that line than there is in the whole town. Definitely, you're right. It was crazy, but it was cool, and got to meet him, and we met him at Caroline's as well when we did the stand up.
Yes, a stand up show. Yes,
and he was good too. He came and to our table, signed a couple of the pops we had on the table, and he left right away while talking, but he had to move on.
Right.
But he still took the time to stop and do what he did.
And when we met him at Caroline's, I can't remember if it was before or after the stash, but it was just after his heart attack.
Yeah, it was before because it was after because he already had
Caroline's was after his heart attack.
Yeah, but so was when we met him.
Right,
I believe.
So again, it just shows how dedicated he is to the fans and to the community, that he will spend the time, like he will put in the work, and he's a upper echelon celebrity, but he doesn't act that way. He'll probably, if you see him in the street, or see him in the restaurant or at a bar, he'll probably talk to you.
Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah, there's some actors that are like that, man.
So it was 2018, man. Because he had his heart attack that February. So it was right after his heart attack when we met him as well. Because he was talking, he wanted to meet her, but I think he had like an awakening where he keeps saying he could have died.
Right.
But weed kept him calm. That's the truth.
It's true.
He said his doctor
true.
said if he hadn't smoked weed before he had the heart attack, he would have been dead.
Yeah.
He said the weed calmed him down and
let the anxiety,
the panic.
The panic, right?
And this guy's calm, and the doctor's like, if you weren't this calm, you probably would not made it, because a widowmaker takes, dude, it's like I don't know what, like a 70% chance you die, something high.
Right.
It's a high percentage of widowmaker. Being
not,
killed by widowmaker.
not our medical advice. We are not trained medical professionals, but smoke a bowl and calm down, and you might survive a heart attack.
if you're calm, yeah. So 75%. They have a 25% survival rate, but that's because the doctor says it's because people panic and they get stressed out, and the blood pressure is high, and they don't make it. I mean, if you watch Clerks 3, it's pretty much about his heart
Spoiler.
attack. Yes, but Clerks 3 is pretty much about his heart attack.
Yeah,
and the making of Clerks 1.
Right. So it's totally meta. It's kind of a double fourth wall break, kind of, where they talk about the movie in the movie as they're filming the movie.
Yes.
So, that's pretty good.
We also took a trip to the Quick Stop.
Yes.
Which was nice. It looks just like a regular store.
And it's legit, like the video store was next door. That's actually what it was.
It's there. It's all there. I mean, it's all abandoned except for the store, because I guess Kevin Smith owns it.
Right. And it's an actual grocery store. It wasn't staged or anything. Like, we went in and bought a bunch of drinks and stuff.
But you walk in and it looks exactly like the movie.
Yeah.
Like, nothing really changed other than like 2 fridges in the front that were in there in the movie. But the corner, the corner's there, with the milkmaid and the guy with the eggs and everything, and but it's small. Like, the movie makes it look much bigger than it is. We're like, oh, look, the back where the bathroom's supposed to be at. Oh, look at and it's all like confined, and you're like, wow, they worked there and they made it seem like it was much. Even Zach said it. They made it seem like it's so much bigger than what they.
So much there. Bigger, yeah.
And it was small.
Yeah, but.
Go ahead, Lou.
No. Like, exactly. Everything that he's saying is absolutely right. It's just, sometimes the camera just plays tricks with the eyes, especially when they're recording, depending on what lens they're using. Mm-hmm. And they'll make the store seem extremely big. And from our perspective, it was a tiny store.
I mean, because they had a fight in the store, and they literally knocked over shelves and stuff. And you look at the aisle, like, where would they fight? It would be really hard to throw down and throw each other on the floor in such a small space. And when you go to that store, you refrain from telling the clerk hey, are you supposed to be here today? Because I'm sure they hear it
A million
all the time.
times. A million times.
And I'm sure they probably have like a gun back there. If they tell you this, shoot them. It's okay. But, you know, you go in there and it's pretty cool. I went, you know, bought a couple things. They have clerk shirts there. They have the Quick Stop work shirt there you can
That's
buy.
right. I think I bought one. Yeah.
So
It's somewhere in my
in your closet or in your drawers.
my pile of graphic shirts and geek shirts.
So it's a pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience. We went there. Zach got excited. Zach graduated NYU film school.
The film boy.
And he's trying to work his way into becoming a big director. Zach is really handsome, so he's the handsome director.
The handsome director.
He's the handsome director. Check him out. ZC_films on Instagram. You'll see what I'm talking about. You know, he's about to release his movie that he worked on in NYU. So he crowdfunded it.
Nice.
And he has T-shirts and hats for ZC Films that you could get. I'm not sure you can get it now, but you got it as a incentive for donating.
For the crowdfunding. Support small businesses. All right. We all started somewhere.
So I mean, I think his movie was, I believe, is more of a coming to age film, because he wanted to work on something different than what he really likes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting. I can't wait till he releases it. Gonna have a little watch party, and then we could
most definitely.
and then we could criticize it.
That's right. We're gonna Mystery Science Theater his movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Mystery Science Theater, just throw popcorn at each other. Just make sure it's not the Wolverine popcorn where he has tongue sticking out, whatever.
I don't know. Maybe I want to stick my hand. I want to stick my hand in Wolverine's mouth.
Whoa.
I'm like, yeah.
I still want to get that Dune popcorn thing, man. I still want to get that.
You go to Fleshlight.
just don't get a used one.
No, don't. Make sure it's brand new. Go to eBay. Nothing slightly used.
NIB, new in box. Make sure you search for new in box.
Oh.
All right, so we're coming to the end of our cigar, and soon to be the end of the episode. Does anybody want to shout out anything else, and also give a preview of what might be our next smoke?
Oh, I've already given I already given the preview for the next smoke, which is the unbanded cigars direct from the Dominican Republic factory.
A pirate episode of Smuggled Cigars.
Smuggled Cigars. This is the name of the episode. Next episode, Smuggled Cigars. But Lou, this cigar is really good.
Oh man,
you're missing out, man.
Oh, you said something? I'm sorry. I'm too busy playing Destiny 2. I don't know what the hell you got to say.
He's very frustrated. Fuck you guys.
You guys.
I want to smoke.
So this is the non-COVID edition of Cigars and Ash, and
the next one will be the non-COVID. This is the COVID edition.
This is the COVID.
Yeah, this is COVID edition.
So we'll leave it to LocoLu to sign off, and we're coming to the end of the cigar. And as always, enjoy life, enjoy smoke, and take it easy. How's it going?
Yeah.
Take us out, Lou.
It's live life. It's live life. Smoke what you want, buy what you want, collect what you want, be happy, be kind to everybody, and on top of that, make sure you have a couple of knucklehead friends like these guys over here that I have. Because these guys, they keep me up. You know what I mean? They keep me around. They keep me sane. You know what I mean? Without these guys, I couldn't,
COVID
enjoy myself. Even though, COVID beat me a long time ago when I couldn't have my cigar. So, just gotta, keep your friends close, enemies closer kind of situation, and your friends are the ones who are gonna have your back, like these guys have mine. So, just make sure that you have your cutter, your lighter, and your favorite cigar. And keep smoking. Yes, I'm promoting smoking.
So, I forget about smoking. All right, so next time.